Every year in the United Kingdom, 140,000 people die suddenly and unexpectedly because they don't receive first aid from people around them. St John Ambulance is committed that everybody should receive first aid from those around them. And for that reason, we've launched Save a Life September, and we're immensely proud that Ipswich Town are working in conjunction with us to launch that here in Ipswich.
It's a UK thing rather than just regional?
Yeah, it's right across the United Kingdom, but we are running events here in Ipswich and Suffolk, across the region, so that's Essex, Norfolk, Cambridge, Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire as well. But it is a UK-wide event.
That's a staggering figure you've just mentioned to us. I know you're going to work with some of the young players there who probably think they're young and fit and nothing's, I don't think what's around the corner, but it's important for them really to get an idea of if an emergency happens, they could be in a position to save someone's life.
Absolutely. The thing you have to remember is when somebody collapses in cardiac arrest, they have a limited amount of time to save that life. And it depends on who's standing next to you. Now, if you go to an Ipswich Town football match, you're going to be incredibly gifted that there are lots and lots of trained volunteers from St John Ambulance around with those skills. But we want to get that further into the community. We want the players to know how to do this. We also want members of the public to how to do it. And it's really about making a difference between a life lost and a life saved.
Yeah, I've been told by the doctors and other people that in a way Portman Road and football clubs is possibly the safest place to be if you're going to be ill.
Certainly, I would say that you've got excellent medical facilities there. You've got an excellent medical team, of which St John Ambulance is part of. We've got a fantastic pitch response to look after the players on the actual pitch, but also the stewarding team, the whole lot. The match day experience is one that really can't be surpassed.
Yeah, I know the lads are going to be working on a defibrillator. Oh, just give us an idea of how that works, really.
Automatic external defibrillator, sometimes called an AED, very, very simple device, consists of two jellied pads that just stick onto the chest, and it delivers a shock to a heart that's quivering. Very, very simple to use, virtually no danger at all, and it won't work unless the heart is in a situation that it needs to work, so they're very, very safe.
And finally, obviously not everyone's going to have a defibrillator if someone collapses. Is there any sort of general points you can give the watching audience today that that people can take on board as possibly the first things they can do to save someone's life?
The first thing to do is recognise that this is a life-threatening situation and you need to call for assistance immediately. You need to get somebody with a defibrillator to you as quickly as possible. They are in the community. We have community first responders out there with these, and there's public access defibrillators at various locations. But get the emergency services to you as quickly as you can and then start CPR. Even just pushing down on someone's chest 30 times a minute is what we want. We want people to have a go, and that's what Save a Life September's about. It's about the difference between watching someone die and actually helping them survive.
I know you're working as a patient at the moment, but you did some CPR earlier on, and it's great to sort of show the young players some life-saving skills.
Most definitely. I think that it's important for all of us to sort of understand what how much it takes to sort of practice first aid first on the scene, and I think CPR is a very important thing for all of us to learn, just in case we ever in that scenario. So yeah.
Is it more difficult than you envisaged?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and I think it's all about composure. When you get there, you need to remember all of the important points and make sure that you put it into practice.
I'll just explain. I know you've done that, but what are you doing now? You're acting the role of a patient, are you?
I'm currently acting the role as a patient. Yes, I've broken my leg, and I'm not allowed to tell this geezer, but I've done something to my arm as well. So yeah, I'm practicing as a patient at the minute to help these guys out. So yeah.
You've got a damaged rib and a broken leg, but you're going to be fit for tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully.